Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and another batch of WWE 2K20 news. As following the release of WWE 2K20's reveal trailer, 2K have just sent along a ton of new details, including the cover, collector's edition, MyCareer Mode, 2K Showcase, new controls and a whole lot more. So we're going to break all of that down, but before we do, if you're not already, I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, as this is just the beginning of a whole host of new WWE 2K20 content. So with that out of the way, let's jump into our first reveal, which is this year's cover. As following the reveal of Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns at the end of the reveal trailer, 2K have now sent along this official shot of the WWE 2K20 cover art, as we have Becky Lynch front and centre with Roman Reigns right behind her. So this officially confirms the rumours of Becky being on the cover, which have been circulating for what feels like an eternity, although she's not the only one, as 2K did decide to go with multiple cover stars this year and bring in Roman Reigns alongside her, which is a first for 2K. Since they took over in 2013, we've seen them continuously stick with one superstar as the main cover athlete. As we bring in this year's deluxe edition cover, you can see the slight change in appearance, with 2K replacing the red colouring with gold and then switching out the white 20 for a gold one. So that's the covers, but what about the differences in each of the versions? Well, at present, the base version of the game consists of just that, the base game, as so far there's been no announcement about this year's pre-order bonus, which is probably because that's one of the things that 2K will be planning to reveal at a later date. However, when it comes to both the deluxe and the collector's editions, we do have a list of contents, as starting out with the collector's edition itself. This year's edition is themed around the 20th anniversary of SmackDown and comes in this exclusive 20th anniversary box set. As for the contents of the box set, this year's collector's edition will feature the base game itself, the pre-order bonus which is yet to be revealed, 4 playable DLC characters consisting of what looks to be the red and yellow version of Hulk Hogan, Mankind sporting the Rock and Sock Connection attire, The Rock wearing one of his $500 shirts, and the biggest addition in my opinion, the 9th wonder of the world, Chyna, who makes her return to the series for the first time in 19 years since her last appearance in SmackDown 2 Know Your Role. Also included alongside the playable character DLC is the Accelerator DLC, which allows you to unlock all of the unlockables from the beginning, and then there's also the MyCareer Kickstart DLC, which gives you a stats boost in MyCareer Mode consisting of 25 additional attribute points, 8 skill points, 25,000 VC, all boost slots unlocked plus 15 free boosts, 2,000 free tokens and 400 deluxe tokens. Now that's not all of the DLC that's included, as the edition does also feature the WWE 2K20 Backstage Pass, which is effectively the new name for this year's Season Pass and therefore gives you access to download all of this year's DLC, which is something that I'll cover in more detail shortly. As for the rest of the digital contents, we also have some Supercard DLC that includes cards for cover stars Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch, as well as cards for The Rock, Mankind, and the Supercard debut of Mr. Socko. As for the physical contents, firstly we have a front piece of the SmackDown ring skirt that was used between 2002 and 2008, and then one of 3 possible signed art cards that come framed in a glass plaque celebrating some of SmackDown's biggest moments and featuring either the Rated R superstar Edge, the Wrestling Machine Kurt Angle, or the Master of the 619 Rey Mysterio. Now, for me personally, I don't know if there's too much that warrants buying the physical collector's edition over the deluxe edition, as the Supercard DLC and the ring mat piece aren't things that I'm majorly interested in, although I do like the signed plaques. However, the downside here is not knowing which one you're going to get, as if you're a massive Edge head and you order it only to find Rey Mysterio or vice versa, then you're going to end up disappointed. So that's the collector's edition and my thoughts on that, but let's go back to the Backstage Pass, which includes all of this year's DLC, as this year, rather than releasing standard Superstar DLC packs that just consist of the superstars themselves, this year 2K are releasing what they're calling WWE 2K20 Originals. At present, we don't have full details on what these originals will include, however the press release sounds pretty intriguing, as it reads: the game will also introduce a new service model, WWE 2K20 Originals, set to deliver a wealth of 2K Showcase add-on content for player exploration beyond the game's initial launch. Each of the WWE 2K20 Originals will present a new playable world and its own unique theme, with more details to be announced in the coming months. WWE 2K20 Originals is downloadable content that may require additional purchase. So this is all we know about these WWE 2K20 originals, which appear to be 2K showcase packs that feature a story involving the characters that are a part of it, which could be interesting, as the originals part makes it sound like these will be custom stories, similar to the old Superstar Road to WrestleManias, which would be awesome to see. However, what throws me off here is the note of a new playable world, as I can't quite process just what that means. Nonetheless, 2K promised that we'll know more in the coming months, therefore I for one can't wait to learn more. Speaking of learning more, 2K have also revealed more about some of this year's game modes, starting out with the 2K Showcase, which this year is focused on the women's evolution and follows the careers of the 4 horsewomen, Becky Lynch, Bayley, Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks. Meanwhile, when it comes to MyCareer Mode, the presence of the women is also a major factor here, as this year players will be able to compete as both male and female superstars thanks to the inclusion of the first ever women's MyCareer Mode. Also returning, we have Towers Mode, which this year features a story-driven tower centered around the career of Roman Reigns in what is said to be somewhat of a mini 2K showcase. Also announced, we have the addition of a new match type in mixed tag team matches, which is something that we've not seen for a few years now since the jump to current gen. However, it's a welcome addition to the game, especially given the recent mixed match challenge series, which is something that we could also see added to the game itself. Finally, to make the game easier for new players, 2K are also touting new streamlined controls that are said to make it a lot easier for new players to jump into the game, while still providing a challenge for experienced players. Now admittedly, this one is a bit of a scary one for me, because if we get an awesome game and then find out that the new controls suck, it's totally going to ruin it. Therefore, I'm hoping that when changing the controls, they include some kind of customization option, similar to how games like FIFA offer their regular controls, whilst also giving the player the choice to switch to a more simplistic option. So that's all the details from the press release, but we're still not done, as firstly, 2K have confirmed the release date, which is set for October 22nd, which is 2 weeks later than last year, but still falls within the general release window that we've come to expect. As for the platforms that the game will release on, 2K have confirmed that the game is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC, which is good news for PC players, as generally 2K tend to announce the PC version at a later date, which always leads to the worry of will it or won't it be coming to PC, so at least this year we know it will be from the get-go. So there you go, that is all of today's reveals. 2K weren't lying when they said that this would be their biggest announced reveal ever, as there is so much to digest, such as the trailer, the cover, additions, Women's MyCareer, 4 Horsewomen Showcase, new DLC structure, new controls. I know we generally complain that they don't give away too much, and this kind of feels like 2K turning around and saying, right, you want info? Take it all. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video and the breakdown of all the new info, and I would love to hear what you make of it, so please do let me know your thoughts in the comments. And again, we're not done just yet, as I've got a few more things to reveal, therefore make sure to subscribe to the channel and enable notifications so that you don't miss out on any new content. Until next time though, I've been Paul from Smacktalks. Have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.